say less.
Sheesh, what you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind, I popped. Sheesh, I swear this lock shot got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh, get it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Jaguars going up against the Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here it is, the first NFL carry for Leonard Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry. And
absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that's complete to Lewis. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. First down, Mariota. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. On play action, Mariota. He's got the hook up to Lee. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's up and good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Watson on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Fresh set of downs here. From the 50, it's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving from 2015. He had less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah, and his touchdowns dropped from 11 to 4, so now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jags getting ready to set up shop on offense. And, Charles, it's a question with them that I feel like we've asked many times before. Is this the year you think that they turn it around? They enter 2017 having missed the playoffs for a 9th consecutive year.
And until Jacksonville answers that question affirmatively with a playoff run and a playoff appearance, we keep asking that question, and rightfully so. Look, they've had excellent drafts over the last 3, 4, 5 seasons, most of that on defense. This year, they tried to hit it on offense to try and help out their young quarterback, Blake Bortles. They went with Leonard Fournette, the big runner out of LSU. Cam Robinson, the offensive tackle out of Alabama. They want to control the ball a little bit more, and they think if they can do that, play better on offense, they can make a run in the AFC South.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down, Mariota being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Mariota now to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Only the Rams made fewer trips to the red zone than the Jags last year, but here they are in the red zone, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I believe I understand where the offense was going there. They just hit a big pass play, thought they could fool him with a run, but maybe they overthought it a little bit. Just hit a nice pass, come back with another one, keep the momentum going.
On second down, here's Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. On the ground, Ivory. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
To throw is Mariota. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
He's going to fire this thing, trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. For the Houston Texans, as they make their way onto the field, another season for them that begins with a lot of optimism. They coming off a 2nd straight AFC South title, finishing 9-7 3 straight years. Maybe they're hoping this year that 10 wins is a minimum for them.
10 wins and beyond, because they've got the defense to take them all the way to the Super Bowl. #1 in the NFL last year. Get J.J. Watt back. They drafted
Lamar Miller, 30, past the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 79 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And partner with a new quarterback running the show for the Texans this year, you'd imagine they'd want to rely on Miller quite a bit.
Yeah, I think it was a great idea that they did in 2016. I think they'll expand his role in 2017. The early part of his career, he didn't get the number of carries that he got in 2016. He's still fresh and ready to go. Run it and catch it.
And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week one. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Mariota now on second down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Gerald McCoy with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. Taken in at the 22. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And the return will stop right around the 25.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position. And he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a
touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans get a bit closer. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded about a yard deep. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. To throw Mariota. Flushed out. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. On second down, Mariota again. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And complete to Lewis over the middle. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A gain of 32 that time. Mariota on first down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. From the gun, Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. Now Mariota steps away, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Marcus Mariota on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and that'll bring up second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to the air, Watson on second down. Underneath for Miller. It'll be a gain of 6. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Let's go! Brad 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex Ohio! Ohio!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Miller on the catch over the middle. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a real
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Telvin Smith coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Texans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try to get the running game going here with Ivory. Room to run inside the 40. A big third down play there for the Jags. 41 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
He finds Ivory here. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession, and so far they've done a nice job of that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, here's Watson. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
The 20. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. And give him a gain of 37.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it, too.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with.
And he will score. It's a touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that...
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Mariota. Over the middle, complete. That's Lewis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, Mariota. Going up top. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Again, it's Miller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Escaping the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 37. Here's Watson. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception here, Mariota got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you try to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mariota now from the 50. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Andre Howe. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Ohio, come on, let's go! Ohio!
After the interception, here's Watson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Hopkins. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
Cut his left. Ohio! Come on, let's go! Ohio!
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Flex round!
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Mariota now on 2nd down. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll throw deep, and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And he showcases this spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. Looking like they're going to move to 1-0 right now.
Not really unusual in the NFL, though, is it? Because we always talk about every year, 8-8 is kind of the baseline for everyone, plus or minus. And we've seen many teams go from worst to first. I know it's 1 week, but still, they're starting to think to themselves, we've got a chance this season.
And now out comes Houston. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Barry Church. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. He's got the hook up to Lee. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll give Fournette another crack. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Texans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to